Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a build breakdown of my Latrax Teton and just show you what I've done, why I've done it, and we'll get to the total at the end of the video. So first thing I've done, as you can see, is magnetic body mounts. That was about $10 with the magnets. They were really expensive for some reason, but there they are. The next thing is RPM A-arms, and those are these. I have them in the front. I haven't broken anything in the rear yet, so I haven't replaced those. But the front, I did that. Those cost about $10. Next thing is batteries. So I bought two of these. They're Z 1500 milliamp 2S batteries, and there's 25 on Amazon for two of these. And then the 3S, this is Roaring Top 1300 milliamp 25C 3S. This one I got off eBay and it cost $25, which was a bit expensive, but it's worth it. And the diffs, I shim the diffs, and that's about $10 in shims. Of course, it'll last me for other vehicles, but that's something you need to do to this vehicle if you're running a brushless setup, which I am, or else you're just going to go through diffs after diffs after diffs and wonder why. But it took me probably $40, $50 in parts until I looked on the forums and figured out that was the issue I was having. And the next thing is brass ferrules. I put them on the CVD shaft connecting to the diff, all four, and it keeps the pins from wearing on the cup, and it also keeps the pin from flying out, which is good. Those were $2 at a hardware store. The next thing is the Quick Run 16BL30 programmable brushless ESC. It can handle 3S, and this was about $30. I have no complaints. It's really good ESC. You can program it through the button, or you can purchase a programming card separately. I'm cheaper, so I just use the button. Next thing is the motor. So this is a tank of a motor, especially for this vehicle. This is a 2445 5400 kV 3S capable motor, and it's amazing. Once again, I can't say anything bad about it. It bolts right up, although I did have to drill the pinion out because it is a slightly larger shaft. I think it's like 2 millimeters versus 2.3 millimeters, something like that. But I drilled it out, works fine, no issues there. The motor was about $25 on eBay, and I will have all the links to everything in here that have links in the description. This is going to be my first video of a bunch of videos about this vehicle. But next thing is a digital metal geared servo, which is also waterproof. Traxxas sells a metal gear servo for about $45, which I thought was way too expensive for this scale. And so when my old servo went out, I got this on Amazon, and I had to drill some new holes under, but it fits and it works, and it's not bad at all. I also have a aluminum servo horn. It's a Reef's aluminum. I believe it's a 25 tooth. And then, of course, I had to drill out this hole to accommodate the bolt. It was a little too small. But yeah, that's all good. That cost me $20. The servo horn was really expensive. It's like $15, but it's way better than the servo saver, and I've been rough on it, and I've had no issues with the servo steering or anything in that regard. So one of the last things is the CVDs. I got steel CVD shafts all around. You don't want to get aluminum because aluminum will not last. It will break, it will bend on you as soon as you have 2S brushless, especially 3S. You're gonna want to skip that and go straight to steel. And I got these on eBay. They were 20 bucks or so at the time. Yeah, I had no issues with them. And then the last thing I did is kind of just for maintenance, but I've stripped this car down to nothing a couple times, and I re-lubed all the bearings and cleaned them. I use Bones Speed Cream, which is a skateboard. It's for skateboard bearings, but it works good in this, and the bearings are great. I run this through water when it rains, and I have no issues. I dry it well, and it's a great platform. So that was the build list. All that together, just in parts and stuff, is around $217, which is a lot considering this vehicle is about $140, $130. But I've done that over 2 years of having this, and just you put a little in here and there, and you find weaknesses in the vehicle, and you upgrade it. The shocks are stock. I just flipped them 180 because people on the forum say they perform better. Yeah, I haven't done much to the chassis and the plastics. It's mainly the electronics. And I do have some other plans in mind, but for now, I'm happy with it. Especially the way this body mounts. It's very nice. Easy to put on, easy to put off. It's pretty sturdy. So yeah, that's the build breakdown of this vehicle.